A Colorado Springs pet owner wants charges brought against a woman who found her dog but won't give her back.
Yeah, while police tell us they don't have a probable cause yet for a criminal theft case, they did say a summons related to a municipal code statute may apply.
But as Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross uncovered, the city attorney has rejected the case.
Good evening. Here are the facts. We know Colorado Springs Police enlisted the help of animal law enforcement with the Humane Society of the Pikes Peak region. HSPPR then presented the case to the city attorney's office for possible charges. We know City Attorney Wynetta Massey then rejected the case. What we don't know is why. KRISTEN Johnson wants her 9-month-old dog Luna home and never pictured being in the situation she's currently in after Luna disappeared from her southeast Colorado Springs neighborhood.
I thought as a rightful dog owner, my dog is registered, all vaccines up to date, chipped. I thought that at that point the law would protect me, but the law did nothing.
On August 18th, KRISTEN received good news from Luna's microchipping company. Luna had been scanned at this local vet clinic. The microchipping company gave KRISTEN the telephone number of the woman who found her dog. But the story doesn't end here.
Right after I hung up with her, she blocked my number.
KRISTEN says after unsuccessfully trying to get Luna back from the woman who found her, she called both police and the sheriff's office. In a good faith effort to help, Lieutenant James SOKOLIK says the police department attempted to coordinate the safe return of Luna. Over the last few weeks, the story from the woman who found Luna appears to have changed. At first, KRISTEN says law enforcement advised her Luna had been given away to another person in Florida. But when police followed back up, the woman told authorities Luna had actually ran away during transit. Regardless of which story is true, doesn't matter when it comes down to city code.
If you find a dog that's loose or a dog that's on your property or an animal of any sort, what you're required to do is to notify the city in a reasonable time or to take it to, in this case, the Humane Society.
City Code 6-10-103, Section B states, quote, "In the event an animal is picked up by any person other than an animal control officer, it shall be the duty of the person to notify the city within a reasonable time after the action or to deliver the animal to the animal shelter." City Attorney Wynetta Massey declined to pursue charges. We wanted to know why this statute is not applicable to this case and have a better understanding about her charging decision. A city spokesperson responded by saying the city attorney does not give legal advice to citizens. We followed up 2 more times with the city to clarify that we were only looking for a comment related to the city attorney's decision on not pursuing charges. Ultimately, we were told the city attorney doesn't do interviews and that they have no further comment. While CSPD could not comment directly on the city attorney's charging decision, Lieutenant SOKOLIK did point out a potential gray area in the city code. While the Humane Society is required to keep an animal for 5 days, when it comes to the length of time a person must hold on to a pet they find,
it's a little bit different. It's not clearly delineated for an individual.
As the city code is written, there's no language in how fast someone should notify the Humane Society that they found a pet or how long they must keep it before giving it away. The statute only says that the person who finds a pet is obligated to notify city officials within a reasonable time.
The law is just super flawed right now. There's no definitive line that can be crossed when someone's taking a dog. And it's very frustrating.
And we'll be working to find out whether city leaders believe clarification in the ordinance is necessary. Now, we tried twice to talk with the woman who found Luna by phone. Although she did not pick up, she did send us a text message saying she will not be taking any phone calls. Since she's not under any type of criminal investigation, we've chosen not to name her in this broadcast. And you can find more information on the city's ordinance related to lost and found pets right now on the homepage of KOAA.com. There we also walk you through the immediate steps you should take to increase your chances of being reunited with your 4-legged friend in the event they are lost. Reporting in studio tonight, I'm Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross.